Now time for oral questions. Member from Niagara West Glanbrook.
Thank you, Speaker. Question to the Minister of Finance. Minister, will you confirm in the House today that your new sales tax grab will raise the price of the following: gasoline, mutual fund investment fees, morning coffee and donuts, home heating fuel, home electricity, natural gas, home internet service, home TV service, cell phone charges, rink rental fees, magazine subscriptions? Minister, can you please confirm the accuracy of that list and tell us what the impact of that tax grab would be on a typical Ontario middle-class family? Minister.
What I can confirm, Mr. Speaker, is that this government is cutting small business taxes by 18%, Mr. Speaker. I can confirm, Mr. Speaker, that we're cutting the manufacturing and processing tax by 17%, Mr. Speaker. I can confirm that we're cutting the general corporate tax rate, Mr. Speaker, by close to 33%. And finally, Mr. Speaker, unlike the member opposite who votes against everything this government does, I can confirm we're cutting personal taxes by $10.6 billion, Mr. Speaker. The right response at the right time for this province and its people.
Supplementary.
Well, thank you, Speaker. I don't think the minister quite answered my question on that long and growing list of everyday items that are going to take even more taxes out of the pocketbooks of middle-class families and seniors. In fact, at the worst possible time when middle-class families are making difficult choices, Speaker, between paying the bills at the end of the month and filling up their grocery carts, Dalton McGuinty wants to go back at them with this massive sales tax grab. And according to the Toronto Star, and we always believe what we read in the Toronto Star, Mr. Speaker, an internal government memo is now calling upon ministers to go out and try to shore up support for your ill-advised tax grab. Minister, wouldn't it be better just to drop your ill-advised tax grab altogether and get your ministers working on job creation for Ontario families instead?
Minister.
Well, let me just tell the member opposite what others have said about the government's plan. Let's talk about Jack Mintz, a Palmer Chair in Public Policy at University of Calgary. Sales tax harmonization will reap large benefits to the Ontario economy. The McGuinty government will go down in history for its leadership in moving ahead with a major tax reform that will only help the Ontario economy in the long run, Mr. Speaker. That's what it's about. It's about rebuilding this economy as we come out of a world recession, Mr. Speaker. It's about improving our competitiveness. It's about building new jobs in the 21st century, Mr. Speaker. It's not about that member saying no, another member saying, well, we do it, but we lower the rate. It's about taking a position, standing by it, building the long-term confidence in this economy, and ultimately the ability to preserve our public health care system, our public education system, and provide jobs for the thousands of people in Ontario that want new jobs.
Thank you. Final supplementary.
I'll tell the minister why he's going down in history. It's for the bizarre decision to hike taxes by some $2.5 billion on middle-class families in the depths of an economic recession. Let's look at one particular item to the minister, the cost of your new sales tax on gasoline. For a typical car, a Honda Civic, for example, at a modest 80 cents per litre, it would cost a typical family more than $200 per year because of your new sales tax grab. Minister, does your Premier's internal memo also explain why it makes sense to increase the cost of traveling to work, taking your kids to swimming lessons, or trying to find a way to visit family, particularly in the depths of a recession?
Minister.
Well, the member opposite forgets to tell people that we have the largest sales tax credit in Canada coming for those people. That Ontarians earning less than $80,000 a year will see a cut in their overall taxes, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'll also tell him. Let me remind the member of what the Ontario Conservative Party wrote in their 2009 pre-budget submission. Here's what he said as finance critic. The official opposition calls on this government to heed the call of the federal federal government and take immediate action to fix Ontario's uncompetitive tax structure. Mr. Speaker, they say one thing, then say another thing. Now, one member up there says implement it but lower the rate. Another member over there says it's the right thing. This government has the interest of the Ontario economy and Ontario people at heart, Mr. Speaker. We have the right plan to rebuild growth in this economy when this world recession comes to an end. We will be bigger, we will be better, and we will be stronger, Mr. Speaker.